Chicken and dumplings was one of my favorite dishes growing up. We took leftover chicken and man, I'm telling you, Irene knew how to make it just right. This is her recipe and I'm going to share it with you. Let's get cooking with style. We're going to start with a nice hot stock pot and we're going to put a little bit of oil in there. And you can see how nice and hot that is. In goes the chicken, some salt, pepper, and now we're going to put in garlic, shallot, and celery. And we're going to give this a nice stir. We're going to let this start to sear up a little bit. It's been about 6-7 minutes and we've got a nice little caramelization on top here. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of flour over the top and mix that in with everything. So everything gets a nice good coating. This is going to thicken up our broth that we're going to put in. But first, we're going to do a little deglaze with some white wine and we'll stir that around, start to pull that off there. Now comes the rest of the vegetables. We're going with some green beans. You could use peas, frozen peas would be good. And then I've got a mixture here of parsnips and heirloom carrots. You can get these pre-peeled and those look really nice. I like the color in there. And then with that, we're gonna do new potatoes, these little round small ones. They're super good, really creamy, and they really add a lot of texture and flavor. And now to this, we go with our chicken broth. And we're gonna use the whole box of chicken broth, give it a nice stir so all the ingredients are mixed together nicely. And then we're gonna let this stew for about a half an hour, 45 minutes. Let's get a lid on top of that and prep up the dumplings. So I like to put a little parsley in mine before I put the wet in. That way it'll spread around evenly in there. Adds some great contrast and flavor. And of course, with biscuits, you need shortening. I've got about a half a stick of butter melted here. If you want to make it a little bit more dietary, low fat, use less butter. Mix that in so the butter coats the flour, the biscuit mix that we're using. And then we're just going to add milk to this and we're going to mix it till we get a nice soft dough. We'll let this rest while the chicken and vegetables cook, and so it'll be some nice, delicate flavored biscuits. All right, now it's time to put the dumpling part in our chicken and dumplings. Everything's been stewing here for about half hour, 45 minutes. We've got our dough, and we're gonna just take dollops of it, and we're gonna put it right on top, and depending on how big you like your dumplings is how big you scoop the dough out. This dough, although it's raw, will cook nicely from the steam and heat of the broth that has now turned to a nice thick gravy. I've got just enough for one more dumpling. And then we're gonna put the lid on it and let it cook for about 10-12 minutes. From start to finish, we're talking about an hour here. And it is looking good. So we're gonna start with the dumpling. And I'm gonna put it off to the side here like so. And then I'm just gonna get a nice big scoop of all the vegetables and the chicken, put it right there. Make sure you get some of the green and what have you, and then take a little bit of this extra gravy and just kind of put it over the top like that. Man, that smells so good. And again, I'm gonna just put a little bit of this parsley on top. There is your chicken and dumplings. If you'd like this recipe and more, go to cbs8.com/recipes. That's Cooking with Style.